Hi, my name is Ade Dina.
Hi, my name is Melvin Yagaka.
And we are C.R.E.A.M. Chelsea rules everything around me. I need to apologize. I don't know what happened. I edited the whole of our second. We had the side A and side B. Side B was where we had the Spoken Aesthetics podcast, which I really appreciate them coming on there. We had a really dope episode. And then right after, it was like we shot to like we
Three.
think I think it was like 3 something. And that was supposed to be side A. It was nothing but soccer. It was actually a really good episode.
Wasted content.
All lost. I don't know why. I can show you guys right now. Like, it's all there, but I just can't. You just can't hear anything. So we missed out on a lot. I don't think we need to, go back to anything.
We don't really have to say anything about it.
But we do have a special guest with us. This is one of my friends from high school. Known for like a few years now. We have Orlando, aka Gabriel, whatever you know. He goes by so many aliases. I don't know which one to call him. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are y'all?
What should we call you?
Whatever y'all want to call me.
All right, man. We're gonna call you Orlando. Not that much. Nothing is happening in soccer. Not even that. Look, this whatever is going on to me is nothing. Like nothing's really going on in soccer to me.
I mean, we could ask him, but.
Oh yeah. We can definitely go back. Orlando, what team do you support? Because you're wearing the PSG jersey, but you don't support PSG.
I support Tottenham Hotspur.
That's a tough life. Damn.
How's that going?
You guys are like Nicki Minaj second.
Man, it is what it is, honestly.
What happened against the Spurs? Not the Spurs. The Wasps.
The Hornets.
The Hornets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spurs were stuck by the Hornets. What happened?
Hey man, that's what happens when you don't buy anyone in the transfer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We're
guessed.
broke.
Wouldn't have guessed.
That stadium.
I really wish you were here for Malik's episode. After y'all, it was beyond smacking.
So it also looks like you guys missed Son. Where's he been at?
He was game prep for Black Ops 4.
Did you guys see what he did today?
Oh
how he
megged it. Yeah,
that was nasty.
That was disgusting.
Wow.
That was who did he do it on?
He did. I don't know who
Vidal.
Vidal was the one that
he slipped up Vidal and then he megged Valdez.
Damn, that was really dope highlight. We were playing soccer yesterday, and I heard the really dope conversation that y'all were having. Do you think 2 things? Do you think you should sell Dele Alli?
100%.
Why?
Really?
Man, dude, teams like Real Madrid and other teams were like saying they're interested.
Yeah, he's worth a lot.
And in all honesty,
he's worth a shit ton.
And in all honesty, we could easily switch Eriksen to the middle, and then buy a winger, a quality winger.
Now, here's my problem with you guys wanting to sell Dele Alli. Yeah, Lucas had how many good games this season? Because last season, did y'all even play Lucas?
I think he's played.
He was injured for the most part.
For the most part, last season he was coming from a new team, so getting in condition with
That's true.
This Tottenham runs in.
That's true. That's very true. I think, but the reason I brought that up is because I feel like a lot of the reasons why a lot of these Tottenham players, a lot of these Tottenham fans are so willing to, want to sell Dele Alli is because Lucas is going off now. When it's only been, I won't say it's only been 4 games, but it's only been 4 games. That's the reason why, right?
Yeah, but
because if you guys didn't have Lucas, you're not saying that.
No, you could say it, but I think it's more than just that.
I think I'm still saying that, just because like I think as a fan base we're like we want to do something big for like the first time, and we constantly want to do that by buying $15 million players.
That's true.
I think what I'll say with Dele Alli is like, if you watch the season, like where Chelsea won the league and Tottenham would end up second, that dude was a beast. Like I remember the game against Chelsea, he just came in, he just had like 2 goals, and I was so pissed off. But ever since, it's not like he's been playing bad, but it's just been like he's a young player, so you're expecting him to improve. Like, you haven't really seen that.
You haven't seen him improve. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like wondering if you like reached your peak or like what's going on. Like it's not that he's playing bad. It's just I don't really see him like improving like what I saw from him 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I want to sell him while he's hot. We didn't
That's
do that.
true.
We didn't do that with Danny Rose, and now he is awful.
But Danny Rose is also injury prone though. So I don't think Dele Alli is. Or
But
do you just don't want
I
to take
just
chances?
I don't want to take any chances, and I don't think his stock price is gonna go up any more than it is now.
Oh, you think so?
His left leg is like defective or something.
Why you say that?
They need to go refurbish it or something. Like he doesn't use it. Remember even against United where he had a wide open goal. He wanted to turn around just so he could use his right leg.
That is true. Yeah.
You're in the Prem, man. You shouldn't be turning around.
Yeah, thinking
I'm the best goalkeeper. I mean,
Exactly.
that's what FIFA's finna say. He's the best goalkeeper. You know.
That is very true.
And the second thing I wanted to bring up with Tottenham, which is what I brought up with Malik and Melvin with United, they don't agree with this. But I think you actually have more sense than them, in my opinion.
I'm dead.
Do you think Tottenham should choke out of Champions League?
Yes.
Thank you.
Really?
Thank you. Now why?
If we actually try and actually do something in the Champions League, we're gonna fall out of top 4.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna win anything in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna end up like depleted.
So
and
this is coming from a Tottenham fan, meaning Tottenham fans, their biggest wish right now is to win the Premier League.
They don't want to win Premier League though. He didn't say he wanted to win. He just wants to qualify next year.
Or you just want to qualify.
I want to set ourselves up
for the future. It's not about this season. That's why I keep telling y'all. It's not about this season. It's about going forward.
Okay, and you also said the same thing with United. United should do the same thing.
Yes.
But United's not going to do that.
I just know we're not talking about what they're going to do. I'm saying what you should do.
No, but they shouldn't do that because they're an even bigger club.
Yeah.
But they're not going to win. They're not going to win the Champions League.
But they
and they're already struggling in the Prem.
That is a team where they can easily compete in the Prem and fight for a top 4 and also compete.
Are they doing it right now though? That's what we're talking about.
They
But
have the squad to do that. Tottenham doesn't have the squad.
They've had the same squad for 3 years.
Who?
United. They've had the exact same squad for 3 years and nothing has happened.
They've had depth. They've had depth in their squad.
That same depth has done
top
what?
4 and qualifying for.
Are they top 4 this year?
It's 4 games in. What do you mean?
You have to scroll down to see what they are.
No, but honestly, I don't think. I mean, from a fan, if that's what you think you guys should do, I don't really I can't say anything against that because I know fans have their own wishes on what their club should do or whatever. But I mean, honestly, I understand your point because for me, the only reason why I would see Tottenham doing that is because they know they lack depth. But if they had a deep enough squad like United, I don't think they would be doing that, or they shouldn't do that.
Yeah, United is a different story.
Why do you think they're a different story?
Because United has actually spent money. They've spent money, and they have a manager who's like every transfer window wants to make a signing.
That's true.
And how many signings did he make this season?
I mean, he made one more than Tottenham did. So I mean,
me and you, we made the same amount of signings as Tottenham, and we're right here.
That's so true. But I mean, I don't know. I think you're. I mean, I would agree with you with that. Honestly,
Tottenham made as many signings as Ben Simmons made threes.
I'm dead. That's sad. But speaking of which, so I saw the rankings and Harry Kane is 89.
89. He's at 89
for FIFA.
Wow, that's disrespectful. Honestly,
how? So what should he?
89.
What should he be? What should he be?
He should easily 95, 94, 95. Oh my!
Are you drunk?
So
okay. Who's better than Harry Kane? Striker.
Suarez. Period.
Well, I would say.
And you can't deny that Suarez.
Well, I would say at the moment Harry Kane's the best striker, based in the past year.
Where you basing that off of?
Past year. I mean, he scored more goals than Suarez in the past year. Has he not?
He has Messi on this team. Harry Kane's the number.
Okay, he has.
Yeah, exactly.
He has Ronaldo. Ronaldo's the one who would be selfish and take all the goals. What
do you mean?
Messi will provide for Suarez.
No, but I'm saying that he Suarez doesn't need to be the number one scoring option. At the end of the day, when it comes to scoring goals,
Messi, you should.
And let's not forget, Harry Kane also takes all their penalties. So
what does that mean?
So when they come to penalties, Suarez isn't taking them. Messi is. Harry Kane is giving more opportunities to score.
But at the same time, I just think performance-wise, Harry Kane has been better in the past year than Suarez. If you're talking about in the past 5 years, who's been the best striker, I would say Suarez.
Suarez is still better than him. I mean, and even if you think Harry Kane is better than him, it's not even by like a big margin.
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's by.
And,
a big
and it's not
margin
like
at all.
Suarez decreased. It's just it's just
like
Harry Kane just had an amazing season. That's all it is. Suarez still had an amazing season per usual.
No, Harry Kane's been consistent the past like.
Yeah, the dude's like, if you give him the ball, he's gonna score. Mm-hmm. And he's not one of those players who like he needs to be technical on the ball. He just needs to be where he needs to be, and he scores. I just wish Morata could, never mind. I don't want to talk about that guy.
So if you're saying you want Tottenham to like tank out of the Champions League, where do you see your team falling in the table?
I think with the team we have right now, I don't think we can compete with City or Liverpool. So I want 3 or 4.
What about Chelsea and United?
I think the top 4 is City, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea. Really? Not in that order, 3 and 4, but just that's the top 4.
United's out and Arsenal's out.
United's out. I feel
Arsenal. Okay, sorry. Let me relax because if Arsenal like gets their shit together, you really don't know what you might get.
That's a huge.
No, but you don't know. You never know. Because if Emery starts to click, and I know you saw the way Aubameyang and Lacazette were actually like stepped up for once, which I've never seen them do.
Team they were playing.
I'm just saying they stepped up. Period. They didn't step up against what was that team that they struggled to beat 3-2.
And for a reason, like they were playing Cardiff City. Like I mean, I would expect them to.
Who Chelsea's finna? I don't know what Chelsea's finna do to them this week.
I don't know. It's
gonna be
what's gonna happen
disrespectful.
because Hazard just played today, and we're playing on the weekend, so I don't know if he's even gonna start.
And then we play on Thursday again, right?
Oh, this coming Thursday?
I think for Europa.
But this is going to be...
Do y'all play this week? Tottenham?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, they play.
Who do you guys play?
It's a big game.
Oh, yeah, Liverpool.
It's a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Champions League, I'm talking about.
Champions League?
PSG?
No.
That's who y'all first match is.
Is it?
Yeah.
PSG?
I thought so.
No.
Because I saw like y'all's
check.
next... I don't know how many games.
But you guys do play Liverpool. I'm not gonna lie. Liverpool's gonna start having tough games. Like starting this week. I mean, it depends on what Spurs we see. I don't want to see the Spurs that chokes a team named Watford.
Yeah, I mean Spurs are home, so I don't know if that's. Well, actually, you guys played Inter
this week.
Next Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we have Liverpool and Inter.
Yeah.
Damn. At least you don't play Liverpool back to back.
But apparently, we still don't need.
We
signings.
play Liverpool back to back.
Liverpool's the one that's playing PSG. That's what.
Yeah.
That's gonna be this week. I mean, next week. Yeah.
Yeah, I confused that. But so, how do you feel about the Inter game?
Honestly, I think anybody in our group can beat us. Really? I don't think we'll lose.
Yeah, they're in the group of death. Remember?
Yeah, I don't think
they're in PSV. They're PSV. Barcelona, right?
Barcelona and Inter.
Yeah, they're in that group B, the group of death. I don't know. They hold.
It's kind of like last year though. We had Madrid, Borussia, us.
Oh yeah.
And then y'all smacked everybody.
And then So like it's
that's because you guys decided to focus on Champions.
Yeah, exactly.
And what happened? They almost.
But they still ended up top 4.
That's because we had teams like Chelsea folding.
Oh.
When this year when you don't know if United they may still make it, granted if United is playing how they're playing right now, or you never know, one of these this Watford team, they have 12 points, mate.
It happens every once in a while, man.
Okay, let's relax. That was actually a fluke though. So this Tuesday we have Barcelona PSV. Hey, Lozano. Hey, watch out for that guy. We have Club Bruges and Dortmund. Dortmund's been playing useless. We have Inter, Tottenham, Monaco, Madrid. That may be a really good game.
Monaco, Madrid?
Atletico Madrid.
Oh.
Schalke, Porto. That's a game for each other.
Even for each other.
And even for each other. And then Liverpool, PSG, which I think
that's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be a really good game. Wednesday we have Benfica, Bayern.
Two of the best front threes, actually. That's gonna be a really good game.
Two of the best front threes, I think. What do you think?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay. Bayern. Look, they should just give Bayern. How many points can you get? 18 points. Just give them 18 points and just keep it moving.
Who's in their group?
It doesn't matter, Melvin. It really doesn't matter. It remember when we checked it, we were like, why? I don't like when they do that. I think it should be balanced in a sort of way. There should be no reason why. There should be no reason why you have a group like Inter, Tottenham.
Well, you should always have one group in dead. But like there was that one group.
But there's nobody in that group.
Some other team should have came in.
It's like the Serbia, Switzerland, and Brazil. I'm like, bro, that's not fair. Like all three of those teams could have did something.
Yeah, that's true.
Then we have City. Is it Lyon? How do you say it? Leon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Leon. City. All their players are resting, so they're finna be fresh this weekend.
City always gets a group like that, man. They always get the easiest group.
Yeah, they do. But they got Barcelona one year. Didn't they get Barcelona one year? They did. They got Barcelona one year though.
Yeah, but still, like.
But at least you're gonna be second. At least you're gonna be second. Yeah.
You're already advanced.
If anything, Real Roma.
I don't know.
I forget. Roma's trash. Roma's trash.
They beat Barcelona last year, so
I don't know.
They lost Becker and Nainggolan.
Yeah. They lost who in Nainggolan?
Becker, Alisson Becker, the goalkeeper.
Oh, Alisson.
Yeah.
Nobody calls him Becker. I'm kidding. Young boys. First of all, who are the young? I'm being serious. Like I'm not joking. Who are they?
Nope.
I believe Switzerland. They're a team in Switzerland.
Jesus Christ. They play United. I don't even know. I really don't know who can win that game. Ajax.
You don't know.
I really don't know. Ajax and AEK Athens. Does that matter?
Yeah, that group was just, I don't know what was.
Shakhtar Hoffen. Bro, okay, these last games are, and then Victoria and CSK Monaco. Like what?
That's so true.
And you have teams like PSG and Liverpool playing. You have and then you have Valencia and Juve. Batshuayi's finna score a hat trick that game.
I'm gonna be watching that game too.
The Batman. I mean the best game that.
Why do you guys still loan him out?
Because we paid too much money for Morata.
That kid is good, man.
He played way too much money for him. That's all, and that's really just all it is. We just paid way too much money for one player where.
Batshuayi's not gonna come off the bench again.
It's like the reason why you said United shouldn't fold. They spent too much money, so. Sad sight. What else is there? I think soccer is like really grasping at straws with soccer. I want to talk about more.
You want to talk about the rankings?
Oh yeah. So FIFA rankings. I think they ranked Salah 88. For somebody who made the championship final, the Champions League final, broke the goal record.
What was his overall last?
He started at 83.
83.
He started at 83.
That's five points. What do you think?
I'm not mad with 88, but I feel like
89. I predicted the 90. I think
89 and 90.
I think he deserved the 90. I think he played like a 90, so you might as well. I understand.
I think the reason why they didn't give him 90 is because it was like 1 year.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Because what if he has like a regular season and you're gonna be like, are you gonna jump from 90 to 85? That's why I understand that.
They played it safe. That's pretty much.
I understand that, but it's just. He played better than a lot of the people who were ranked higher than him, in my opinion. People like Griezmann should not be higher than him.
Griezmann did well in World Cup.
Salah looked like the second coming last season. They called him Mo Messi, and it wasn't disrespectful.
If he does it again, then.
Actually, what I want to talk about, we argued on this in the GM I think yesterday. Pogba's at 88, right? Same as last year.
Oh my god.
Isco's at 89.
All right. Hold on. Are y'all really mad about this?
I'm not mad. I wasn't mad at all. I was not mad at all.
Why?
Does not deserve to be higher than Isco.
Have you seen Isco play?
Yes. Have you seen Pogba's a complete player? Pogba's bro. Stop bringing up United. Stop bringing up if we're not bringing up United. Oh my god. Okay, what about France?
France, he's getting carried.
Don't boost that.
Is he not?
He didn't get carried.
Kante saves him every single time.
Boost that.
He's getting carried by a teenager. About to get carried. Like, it was that bad. He's younger than you.
No, he's younger than me. That's sad. He's older than me, so I have an excuse.
I'd be thinking like, what am I doing?
No, Pogba played well. Don't boost that. He played really well for France.
I mean, he played well, but he's nowhere near as good as Isco.
I don't know. There's nowhere because okay.
Look, even in the World Cup, in the World Cup, you could even say that Pogba was like the one who was creating everything for France
because their whole team is creators.
Well, if he's that good of a creator, then why
he didn't need to carry the whole team on his back. Nobody carried the France team. Nobody came
because
the
they were
first
that
team.
good.
Exactly.
So they made him look good.
No,
You're making my point.
don't boost that. Don't boost that. He played well though. He played well in his own part.
You had to. You can't play bad with everyone else.
Giroud, people didn't like Giroud, and Giroud started.
But Giroud, that's a different case.
Fekir didn't even start.
Fekir, I mean, I don't know why they didn't start him.
There are a lot of players on that team that didn't. There's lots of play. That's the thing. There's some of these like countries that they'll be grasping for straws at players. Like they'll have that one good player, then you have nobody, and then you have teams like Brazil who don't like the best left back in the whole in that whole league doesn't make the team.
That's just how it is, honestly.
And that's really crazy to me. I don't think there's really nothing else that.
I was gonna ask you about the men's rankings for. They had top 3 FIFA men's rankings. What did they have? Salah, Modric, and Ronaldo.
No Messi.
And then no Messi.
All right. Putting Salah in there over Messi is kind of disrespectful.
Yes, I think
that's disrespectful.
I'm not gonna lie. They think Modric was number 1. I don't believe so.
I think he was.
I mean, based off of form, he's number 1, but overall, he's not.
Messi needs to be there. Messi, their team almost went unbeaten.
And he won 2 trophies. Salah had 0.
Granted, he was really close. He was 3rd, went to final. Granted, and I think a lot of what we're seeing, and maybe even in the FIFA rankings and in these Champions League rankings, is World Cup was brought up in a lot of
That's
these.
True.
Yeah.
Like Mbappe, in my opinion, should not be 87 overall.
I think you should.
87?
He's just been a
beast.
No. Take away 7 games. Take away 7 games. Take away 7 games. He should be 87.
Disappointed in my opinion.
How important were those 7 games though?
But that's not fair because not all players get to play those 7 games.
Well, I mean,
that's not his fault.
And let's not forget.
That's not his fault.
It was like he was going off all 7 games.
But he was playing well.
He didn't show up until that.
He was playing well.
Till that Argentina game.
No, he was even playing well in group stages. He was doing well.
I don't think he scored.
France as a team wasn't, but he was playing well.
I don't think he's an 87.
I think he deserves it.
I think he's an 85. I mean 86. 86 at most.
From Monaco till now.
Like he's gotten better. He's gotten better. He's gotten really better.
Yeah. At all. Like he's consistent. Mm-hmm. Like he's playing like he's a veteran, but he's only like 19, 20 or whatever.
I mean, he's the second coming to Henry. I don't think that's. And I really don't think that's disrespectful to say.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, and he's one of those players. So like almost like a Dele Alli. How we're talking about Dele Alli should be getting better, but he's not really. Mbappe. And getting red cards. The dude's amazing.
Has pace and a lot of skill. Like he has a lot of skill.
No, he's really good.
He just be going past defenders. It's something else.
You can't stop him.
Yeah, you can't.
He's way too quick.
Maybe he
way
does.
too quick.
Maybe he does deserve it.
Yeah.
Maybe he does deserve it.
I mean, he can only play the competition that's in front of him.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
he showed up in waves.
And he showed up.
And it's not even like, he only showed up in League One. He showed up on the biggest stage. Yeah, that's true.
For his age, too. I think age also played a factor in why he got 87. Like that's if you're doing that at the age you are.
When your mom was just taking you to practice.
Yeah, his mom was taking him to practice 2 years ago, and now look at him.
Dude can't even drink. Oh, he can't drink now, technically.
Maybe when the rules over there, the laws.
Oh yeah. You can drink when you're 18. I forget. Is there anything else in soccer?
I mean, not really. Honestly, we can move on to whatever.
All right, let's talk about the other football real quick. Week 1 of the NFL is crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm black, but I'm watching NFL, bro. I don't look, let's be honest. Before this Colin Kaepernick protest, if you were to ask people, do you think the NFL and the majority of people who watch it support anything black? A lot of people will say, of course not. So I don't know why everybody's surprised now. Shut up. Stop crying. NFL is way too fun to be. Look, I already know they don't care about black people. It's all entertainment. I want to have people I can separate the two from each other. This week was fun. It was real fun.
It was insane.
I think my biggest things were just QBs. I think the week 1 was the story of QBs. Let's start off with the new blood. That boy Sam Darnold. Okay, UCLA boy, right? Go Bruins. Wait, no.
USC.
I knew it was one of the LA. Yeah, because it was Josh
Josh.
Yeah, I think
Josh
it's
Allen. Josh Allen.
And who's the one that is at the Cardinals right now?
No. Josh Rosen.
No. I'm saying who's the one at the Cardinals?
Josh Rosen.
And
he's a Bruin. He's UCLA.
He's the Bruin.
Yeah.
Where's Allen from?
He's from that small school, Wyoming or something like that. I can't remember where it was.
Josh Allen played, but it didn't matter that he played basically. But Sam Darnold was pretty much the only rookie that, we really got the story. Baker didn't play, which I really thought was surprising because Tyrod, he's way too conservative. And in a game where we'll get to Steelers, we're really gonna get to Steelers. Let's talk about Sam Darnold. I didn't watch the game at first because I think I was about to go play soccer and Orlando was there. Funny enough, but I get a notification. Sam Darnold's first throw is a pick six. That's
crazy.
And that's demoralizing.
Yeah, no, how do you feel like coming on the next?
It's not. What were we gonna say?
Sam Darnold is 19.
He's 19.
He's 19.
Really?
19 or 20. But
maybe turning 20. Maybe on his way to 21.
To be that young though
in the NFL,
and to throw a pick six on your first throw.
Because not even like it's a pick. Like picks happen to Brett Favre and Jameis Winston on their first ever throw. But you know what? A pick six, that's you're giving points to the other team
already. You haven't even put a touchdown. You're already giving points. You're already
his first touchdown was.
I think it's already the negatives.
Yeah, like that stuff is really demoralizing, and I really thought once that happened, even if not even he doesn't have the skill, but I think mentally, I think he was gonna crash, and that did not happen. Sam Darnold showed up, and maybe it was bad Lions, but I'm going based on what the first game Sam Darnold really showed up.
I mean, I'll give you the fact that he showed up, but that Lions team is garbage.
You think it was bad Lions?
I think it was a little bit of both. It was a little bit of both. But, I mean, I'm not going to take it completely away from him simply because to come back from a pick six on your first throw.
And it wasn't like it was like a 50-50. No, it was a bad throw.
It was like, what are you doing kind of throw.
It was a bad I think a lot of times just how you react to it. Some people, they come back nervous again. Some people are like, okay, my nerves are gone now. So now I'm just...
Now I need to show up. And it was a home game. It wasn't even like away. That. I mean, that crowd easily could have went hostile. But I think the crowd was kind of like, hey, let's get behind them. So that
whoever gave him the pep talk during the intervention, probably, hey, congrats. You really helped him show up.
That's true.
I read somewhere that when he was at USC, he hired a mental coach because his problem was always he wasn't able to get back from his mistakes. He would kill himself for it. So then he hired a mental coach to help him work on that, and I guess it paid off yesterday.
Yeah, it had to. Matthew Stafford is out there playing He thought, he's colorblind, he thought he was like, hey, the green jersey's right.
I don't know, bro.
That's what somebody said about Brett Favre. They thought Brett Favre was colorblind. It wasn't until, he played for the Vikings and you could see bright purple. He's like, oh, I can finally see my players now. That's why he stopped throwing picks. Speaking of players throwing picks, Big Ben.
I don't know, man. I don't even think does he even work out? No, seriously.
Are you calling him fat?
He's fat. Think a whole lineman.
He's 6'5", and it's not he's 6'1", and he's 6'5".
Think is
huge.
He is huge.
I see why players be bouncing off when they come to sack him. That's why. Let me say is keep the avoidance as high. Nah.
He's like a bounce house. But in the first half, this is a quarterback that people will say he's top 5, 3 in 1 quarter against a team that went 0-16 last year.
That's even the worst part of
it. And it's almost and I'm really salty that this game happened because everybody wants the Browns to be good, but this can't be the game that we're all like, the Browns are back.
It wasn't even it was them that. I mean, they got the picks, but it was really him.
It was used bad throws, and I mean, they still folded on the field goal to go ahead.
I don't know how.
I mean, it was blocked. It was blocked. That's all it was.
I think you're looking at Big Ben, and I honestly think he relies so much on Bell. That if you take such a key piece away from him, he'll show you his true colors.
Yeah,
he's starting to get old. He's getting big. Mm-hmm. And
it was more, maybe not even like he's relying on Le'Veon. It's the defense is like, okay, even if they run, we're cool. We can
yeah.
It's not crazy. Like we can still have more DBs back. So that may precious. It's granted. Myles Garrett phenomenal last night. Yesterday. The Ward kid, what's his name? Something Ward. That dude was going off. I'm like the Browns really have potential. I think next week give Mayfield some reps. I don't know who they play. I can check on who they play, but give him some reps. Like let him get out there. I think that should have been the game to where you don't need to win week 1. I don't think you need to win week 1, especially
for a team that started 0-16.
But also okay, but you're going against the Steelers. You're going against a team that went to.
I think that just makes you want to win more. Like
not winning week 1, right?
No, I think you should win week 1, because then if you
start noticing this now, we're not the same team we were last year.
And
they play the Saints.
That's tough.
Who can't defend a team if their life depended on it.
I think with Drew Brees and Kamara, it's gonna be an easy game for the Saints, honestly.
I think that's why we might as well put Baker Mayfield go against a very easy offense, a very easy defense. We can even switch to the Saints right now. They had a shootout. It looked like
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic. they had a shootout. And this is the thing about Ryan Fitzpatrick that's very annoying. He played for the Texans 5 years ago, right? Trash, garbage, and goes to the Jets.
Always do that though.
Goes to the Jets, has an amazing year. They're like, bro, is this guy the second coming? The next year, trash. What? All right, shut up, dude. And then this game. 4 touchdowns, 413 yards.
I saw them stats. I was like, "Who's that?"
And 2 of them were rushing.
I was like, "Who's that?"
He was number 1 in all right. he was number 1 in quarterback fantasy. Period.
How many points he was giving?
In my fantasy, he gave 40.
Damn.
Yeah,
and I had Drew Brees, and he only gave me 36 because he had 1 less touchdown. Even though Drew Brees had more yards.
He had 48 in mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even check.
And this is why a lot of people have predicted that the Saints, because of just how high powered their offense is, because that kid
Kamara's nice.
He's coming. Drew Brees is still Drew Brees, but their problem has always and will forever be their defense.
Their defense stepped up last season, though.
They did.
Their defense was good last season.
You mean when they
minus the missed tackle on Stephon Diggs.
Did you watch that live?
Yeah. I did watch that live.
Bro, he was in my room. He was in my room. It was nothing. And then we said, "What the?" And then everybody was like, "What happened?" It's like, bro, all I can say is you're gonna see us on Twitter later. That was so embarrassing. I didn't watch all of the game, but did Lattimore step up? He was the kid that let it go last week.
It was just one of those games where it was just like, this is a shootout. So it's just
but actually, the Bucks have put them away a little bit. And then it wasn't until the end to where it's like, okay, now the Saints are picking. It wasn't like it was back and forth. It was really the Bucks they were already up 48-24. And the game ended 48-40. It was like they had put them out a little bit.
I'm not about to boost Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I'm not.
I'm not
a believer.
No, I'm not about to boost him, but he's never had these kind of weapons. He's never had Mike Evans, a 50-50 guy, and then a speedster in Deshaun Jackson.
And what's the running back? The running back is good too.
It's like running back by committee or something. It's not just one. There's 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
It's the Falcons.
The Falcons are with both Colemans. That's true. I mean, it's literally like the Falcons' offense, pretty much. Just guys who can go out there and just get you what you need. Which I mean,
how long is Winston now, or is he not?
I think he's just not playing.
It's.
Or that they were confident and they said we might as well keep Fitzpatrick.
I'm pretty sure it's a suspension.
Oh, it's a suspension.
It was suspension.
3 or 4 weeks, something like that, and they even said they're not guaranteeing him his position.
I heard that they're not.
Yeah, so, when somebody is.
I mean, it's not even because of Fitzpatrick, but I mean now it is. After week 1, if he continues like this, I don't think Winston's getting that spot.
I mean, let's do a little side note. Do you think they can win that? Who do you think can win that division? The Saints. It's Saints, Falcons, Carolina, Buccaneers.
If I'm being honest with you, I think the Falcons finish last.
You think so?
I think Matt Ryan is not as good as advertised.
Yeah, actually, let's get into that because my exact notes were is Matt Ryan a fraud? Not only did he choke one of the biggest sports chokes of all time. I mean, well, obviously it wasn't all his fault. I think it was some of the coaching. If you're at the 30-yard line, I think you just run it and score a field goal so you can just guarantee the game. Yeah, just score a field goal. Don't try to throw the ball and then somebody gets a holding and then y'all get sacked and all of a sudden you're at the 50. You know, but granted, he was still the QB in there. I don't know, like what happened? What's going on with him?
I don't know.
Honestly. He had one like ridiculously good season.
The season that he won MVP.
MVP season. And after that, if you look at all his seasons, dude has been all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's all right. But then after that Super Bowl loss, I think he's broken.
Yeah, and I think the fact that he has arguably the best wide receiver in the game obviously helps him. You know, when you have a QB who can literally just throw up the ball and it may be like right on the sideline, he can still catch it with the defender on him. I think that also helps you too.
Makes you look good.
But he's force feeding him now though. Julio
Yeah.
Jones had like 23 targets or something ridiculous
and then they suck in the red zone. Like they suck in the red zone. And every time when it comes out to the last play and it's in the end zone, they'll just do like a what's it called? Is it a post route or what's it called? Like the little go up and then to
yeah.
They just do that with Julio and Matt Ryan, just throw it up there and hope that Julio will catch it. That's exactly what they did against the Eagles. And he caught the ball, but the DB just pushed him out, and you know that was the game. They suck at red zone offense. I mean, it depends. I mean, they're not gonna do anything with Nick Foles this year. It's one of those, you know, in the NFL, it's nearly impossible to repeat how good you were, you know, because I mean, they played 19 games. There's 19 games of film on all these players, and even Nick Foles, there's at least four games of film on him now. Like they can stop him.
It's like the whole league's just targeting you.
Yeah, but that's what happens.
I'm all with you on no teams can repeat, but I don't. It's not the same team. Wentz is gonna be back.
No. I agree with that, but they also have 9 games of film on Wentz. And granted, Wentz still didn't have all the weapons that are on there now, like Ajayi and I forget, but they've also added some more pieces. But let's not forget, we don't know when Wentz comes back, and he's still going to be coming off an ACL injury.
That's tough.
ACL, and we don't know if Nick Foles is going to be playing good or not. And Nick Foles is, you know, scoring 3 touchdowns a game. I don't know how it's going to look when you have somebody like that and somebody's coming off an ACL injury. Like it's going to get it really just depends on what we see with them, in my opinion.
I mean, we've seen Deshaun Watson tear his ACL twice now. He's fine. So I honestly believe when Wentz went out last season, this week he went out, he was MVP. He was MVP of the league easily. Until he got hurt, obviously. If he comes back, I don't see why he can't just repeat what he's doing. He has better weapons. He's gonna have all they need to do is just make the playoffs.
I think it's almost like a Cam thing. Cam has not been the same ever since the MVP year. There's too much film on him.
The MVP curse?
It's not the MVP. I don't think there's an MVP curse. I just think there's when you're good, people are gonna start studying you. That's all it is.
But who does Cam even throw it to?
That's true. That's also true though.
He has nobody.
That's also true. That's actually very true. So yeah, that may have been a bad example.
No one.
Who?
Literally no one.
Chris McCaffrey?
Yeah.
That's the running
Devin
back.
Funchess.
I mean,
that's number one
I'm
receiver.
not gonna lie, Funchess is kind of cold. Don't boost that. But you were talking about Deshaun Watson, who first of all, I have a Patriots fan with me.
Oh.
You already know.
Just like I think you said yesterday, when you give Bill Belichick how many months?
If you give him a whole off season to game plan against you, I mean, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Stop talking about Bill Belichick. We already know who's the one doing it all. You don't know who's doing it?
Who's doing it all? He threw a pick.
Okay.
He threw a pick.
Your point.
It's okay. We'll get to somebody who didn't look. We'll get to somebody who didn't throw a pick and was looking like the second coming.
You didn't see the tip.
I did see the tip.
Yeah.
You should throw it faster. I know somebody who's thrown it faster with one knee.
He should have blocked it.
I know somebody who's thrown it faster with one knee, but we'll get to that. No. Right.
Put a Paul Pierce.
I don't know granted the Texans, we had 2 big injuries. Back to back. We lost our right tackle and we lost 2 else. I know
Christian Covington. Covington.
Yeah. So we lost 2 pieces, 2 starters off the bat already. We don't have Will Fuller. The running game was actually like good.
Our running game was amazing. I just feel like Bill Belichick was like, just keep Deshaun in the pocket and make him beat us that way. Mm-hmm. And you saw him like time and time again second guess himself. He was like, he just looked so indecisive.
And that pick he threw was just so dumb. Like, how is a corner from the other side of the field gonna run all the way to the other side and catch a pick on you? Like, that's how bad of a throw it was. It was literally a Hail Mary pass.
I mean, y'all were the ones saying last year how good of an army you got.
No. I mean, like, I'm not downing him. I'm just saying, like, I think also game 1 going up against arguably the best team in the NFL is not nice, and then you're gonna put them in literally the harshest stadium to win in away. Like, Foxborough is nearly impossible to win in. So
I feel like we always play the Patriots at their house.
Yeah, we always.
Why is that the case?
Last time they were in Houston, they beat 30-0 with a nigga named Jacoby Percocet, who is now not playing. They have a man named Andrew Luck playing over him. I don't know. It just kind of sucks seeing my team like that.
I mean, it's only 1 week. You don't know what could happen next week.
But that's not confidence.
But it was one of those that you already knew was.
No, but I knew we were gonna get. I knew we were. Yeah. Were you gonna say because last time we played them? Were you gonna say that?
No, I last time we played them, I was over here thinking like, it's our time next season. It's our time
because last time we played them, it was a shootout. If it wasn't for Tom Brady being Tom Brady.
But that's what Belichick makes.
At the same time,
to be interesting.
That's true.
That's true.
I just feel like at the end of the game, you kind of saw what Deshaun Watson can really do. Like at the end of the game, it was just like there was no game plan. It was just let's get back in the game, and he was playing a lot more freely, and that's the Deshaun we need.
Who do you play next week?
We play.
I'll look it up. But
Tennessee, I think.
Whoa, they lost Delaney Walker. I'm not even. Yeah, we're good. We're in good shape. I'm happy, but he's on my fantasy, which I'm still salty about. We play at noon. Hopefully we can bounce back because our division's not going to be easy. Having Jacksonville again is not going to be easy. Granted, Blake Bortles was still trasher than I don't even know. He's just terrible. Who was the last team in our division again? The Colts. Never mind. So I don't like being the wild card team. Playing for the wild card team is gonna be too tough because it's the Ravens and who in their division?
Steelers.
And the Steelers. Well, I mean the two. So the Ravens, the way they play, granted the Bills are trash, but the way what's his name, Flacco was looking, like he was looking amazing. I don't want a situation to where you have two teams who are going to be 12-4, but one of them needs to be in the wild card, and then now you have in the is it AFC West? You have the Chiefs, who let's get to the Chiefs. This dude, I did not know. I remember. No. We'll get to that. I remember me and Melvin. We were at Outback Steakhouse last draft, not 2017 draft.
Not even that. It was Texas Roadhouse.
What did I say? Outback? I'm sorry. It's one of them. Sorry. It was one of them. And we were watching. We'd even planned it as like, oh, we're trying to go watch the draft. And I remember they had like the 5th, and they're like, no, they traded up. I'm like, why? For a QB. I'm like, you guys have what's his name?
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith. I mean, granted, Alex Smith is nowhere near a clutch quarterback, to say the least.
Dink and dunk.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a dink and dunker. Travis Kelce has carried him, for a while now, and I'm like, Mahomes.
They didn't use him that much this last game.
What?
Travis Kelce?
Yeah, he
had like one reception.
Yeah. I just know he
was going off.
He wasn't playing. I mean, two different positions though.
I'm just saying.
I didn't believe in this Mahomes guy. Even coming out of Texas Tech, it wasn't like he was like a huge like, oh yeah, this is the next guy. You know, out of all the QBs of that draft, everybody's looking at Deshaun Watson. Mm-hmm. But oh boy, 4 touchdowns against a Chargers defense that is looking scary. Mm-hmm. Granted, Tyreek Hill helped a little bit.
I think the Chargers or Phillip Rivers, he was being held because his receivers.
His receivers were trash.
We're not catching shit.
Trash.
They're trying to keep him out the Hall of Fame. Man.
Yeah,
they're just like they're straight up just dropping balls.
Yeah, that's true.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyreek Hill is that one kind of player who's just like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Which he is. He's gonna always beat you on the run.
I think you just start guarding him from like 20 yards out. just start lining up 20 yards out and have what's it called?
You can just
have a little bubble. Have a little bubble. You know, like in Madden to guard the first 20, but then have somebody back there because you're not stopping him. If he's running, you're not stopping him. It's gonna be a PI, especially like nowadays. PIs are everything.
You can't have one-on-one against them.
That's just how it's gonna be. The Chiefs are looking phenomenal. You never know what type of Broncos you're gonna get. The Broncos just beat the Seahawks.
Chiefs are always the regular
season. I remember that. Remember that season that they won like 11 games in a row.
Games.
Yeah.
And then they went to playoffs. They were all like everyone was like the Chiefs.
Nah, it was the Broncos. That was the Broncos year.
No, but the Chiefs that year.
They after the 11 they lost to the Broncos week the 12th game and then they started like folding. I think they ended up like 13-3. Mm-hmm. And then that was the year that the Broncos got demolished.
Oh,
that was that season.
That season.
But this Mahomes kid is great. They still have they don't have Jamal Charles anymore. But I mean,
old ass. That nigga old now.
His knees are old. I mean, when you have Travis Kelce and you have Tyreek Hill,
Kareem Hunt.
That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about. Kareem Hunt is amazing.
They have like the most explosive offense in the NFL.
They have what the Falcons were that year that they went to Super Bowl.
I think it's better though.
Yeah, I think the fact that the Falcons had the double-headed
Freeman and Coleman,
and they still had Julio. You know, granted they also have Travis Kelce, so I think it's almost even. You know, because Kareem Hunt
is nice because he was the best. I think he was. Was it Kamara or him last year?
Best
rookie.
I think Kamara won. Kamara won or Hunt won. Kareem won. Kareem or Kamara?
I thought it was. I could have sworn it was Hunt. I could have sworn it was Hunt. I think so.
Yeah, I think it was Hunt. Yeah,
Hunt was nice.
He was great. So I think if as long as they're able to kind of stay afloat. You know, it's not like we need you to do too much. I don't think the division is too great. A lot of people have the Chargers coming out of that division.
I think the Chargers come out of that division.
A lot of people have them went to the Super Bowl.
Depends on
which we'll get to later. I don't know. Yeah, it depends on Philip Rivers can only do so much. He's really too old. He's about to be in their time at home.
He's that quarterback like people are just forgetting.
If those the Spurs, the Chargers would be the Spurs.
You think so?
Just old good players.
I
thought it was the Patriots. You know, they just always consistent.
But the Patriots aren't boring to watch.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like, they're consistent in terms
That's true.
Yeah.
The Spurs is too boring. I'll be like, I don't want to watch this. But, I mean, yeah, the Chiefs look really good. That's all I got to say about that.
It's like they can beat anybody in the league, but they can just flop.
And their defense will always be... Well, never mind. They lost Marcus Peters.
They did.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, they can...
Speaking of...
Yeah, I say. Like, we'll get to that. All right, what were you saying?
The Chiefs can beat anybody in the league, but they're that team that just like
they can never finish it.
They can never do it.
That's why I said
can never do
regular
it.
Season team.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, it's like who's a regular season team in the NBA?
Regular season team in the NBA.
I don't know. Oh, the Raptors.
Raptors. Yeah, that is true.
How you win 60 games and then you get swept and then you fire your coach.
And the thing is, not even like people were saying that they were they were scared of LeBron or whatever, and it was just mids. You can actually see they're scared of this nigga.
Yeah.
It's just like they don't even want to play anymore. After the first game they lost, it was just like they don't want to.
Yeah, and they
gave up already.
It's not even like they were playing away. They played at home. They lost both games at home.
And this man just came off a 7-game series, so it was just like
against
if anything,
Victor Oladipo.
Yeah,
that's very tragic. Yeah, it just makes sense. Yeah. Speaking of Marcus Peters, look, This Rams team, I'm telling y'all right now, they're the truth. Okay, they're just period. They are the truth. Okay, the Rams folded. Not the Rams. The Raiders folded.
Raiders are trash.
With Khalil.
The Raiders are trash.
Okay, because we'll get to that. We'll get to why they folded. Okay, we're gonna say best for last. Because what I saw on Sunday night, I've never seen it in my life. Jeez Louise. They had no pass rush. They literally had no answer for the Rams defense in the second half. Like, Todd Gurley was out there looking like he was playing with little kids. Just running all over him. Jared Goff was out there looking like he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
The defense was looking great. They made Derek Carr throw 3 picks. A person who up until this past year had the number 1 QB contract. I don't know. They just made the Raiders look so basic.
I think the Raiders are basic, man.
I think they are. I think they are. I think them losing Khalil Mack and losing that, because I think defensive ends change a lot in this game, and I mean it's taken me a lot to really realize that, because an O line is the number 1. I think is number 2 biggest thing in the team. I think having a good O line is number 2. If you have a player that can disrupt your number 2 thing on offense, I think that's a pretty big deal, and you're gonna get rid of him.
What was your number 1? The number 1 thing on the team?
You said quarterback?
You said quarterback.
Normal position. The quarterback will take you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody will talk about later had a terrible O line. And it didn't matter because he's still gonna get the ball off. Damn it! Okay, he's still gonna get the ball off. Damn it! No, but I do understand. I think he's the only player that can do that. What do you think is number 1?
I think the O line.
And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I mean,
because only certain QBs can not have a good O-line. I think only one that can do that.
I think behind a good O-line, it can make any average QB look
Make an average QB look good. Make an average
Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott.
Okay, it can make an average running back look so good. You know, remember DeMarco Murray with that amazing season, and then he went to Tennessee and
he was like, what's going on?
Yeah, we need to put an APV for him, missing person. You put him in Walmart on those boards, you know. So I agree with that. Where the Raiders needed that because they've never really had like that amazing defense ever since they've had Derek Carr, and they've never given Derek Carr like an amazing O line. It took him a little bit for him to get a little bit of protection. And Amari had like three. What's it called? They threw at him 3. Derek Carr threw at him 3 times. I mean, Marshawn played well. Obviously, Marshawn had that great touchdown. It just, I mean, and I would say the Raiders.
So you saw what they put on Twitter.
Do you see the way Marshawn used to look? with the glasses. They said he's gonna do Beast Code.
Beast Code, yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. I don't know. The Raiders, they look hopeless, and they're in what division again? Who they have in the division?
They're with the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, they really got to step it up.
They're done.
You think they're done?
They're done.
You think
they were saying John Gruden is the next guru of whatever?
I mean, because he's an amazing football mind.
I wonder why
only offensive.
I wonder why they couldn't pay Khalil Mack though.
Yeah, because
but they should have.
Who got that contract? Who got that?
Who got a
10-year, $100 million contract?
Many people got contracts. Amari got contract. Derek Carr got contract. Some people on the O line got contract. They gave the coach a big contract.
Who deserved it though? Out of those 4 people, who do you think really deserved it?
I think it's because they were already paid, so it's like there's nothing.
He should have been thinking forward.
Yeah,
it was, and I think they need to trade him. They still could have had him for a little bit.
All right,
they could have traded maybe Amari. You don't really. This is not a league where you need great wide receivers to win, in my opinion.
So let me just put it this way: is Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, or John Gruden in the top 3 in the role that they play?
But you're also talking about a person who has never really been big on defense. Also, Joe Gruden has never been a big defensive-minded person. So when he's really focused on offense, you can understand why he's not like, man, do we really need this guy? Even though we'll get to that. Damn it.
They didn't even get much.
They didn't get too much off of him. Mm-hmm. But I do agree with you. I think they need to pay him now. But I think is it like they only have like one more year on this contract or something?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Get rid of Cooper. I don't say get rid of Cooper, but this isn't a wide receiver league anymore. You don't need a good wide receiver. Let's finish the Rams and we'll get to maybe Odell real quick and him getting paid. He got paid. Okay. But I think
no. Could buy more Coke and supermodels.
I think the Rams are a team to be in the NFC, just period. Like offense and defense. Like they're just unstoppable, and they have Brandon Cooks. What?
That is true. I totally forgot about that.
I want to say the Rams are going to be last year's Eagles, but then there's Minnesota. The Saints are still there.
The Saints don't have no defense.
The Eagles are still there.
Yeah, the Eagles are still there.
So it's just like
we'll get to who comes out the NFC and who comes out the AFC. You want to talk about Dak or the Vikings first? Okay. We'll talk about the Vikings played
San Francisco.
Garoppolo. Oh. This is actually the question I didn't put in my notes. Were the Patriots right for that trade now? Because remember, when they made that trade, they say Garoppolo's going to be the next big thing. Mm-hmm. How many years does Tom Brady still have? Mm-hmm. Garoppolo really hasn't really done too much. Granted, he won like the last 6 games, but it wasn't like he was going off. It just so happened that they still won their last 6 games. He threw 3 picks. He threw 3 picks against the Vikings. Granted, the Vikings have an amazing defense, but he threw 3 picks in this first game. They made Kirk Cousins look amazing, in that game. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it's necessarily the Patriots were right or wrong, simply because the Patriots didn't want to get rid of him. Well, Tom Brady made a call, and he was like, "Hey."
No. Bill Belichick didn't want.
Bill Belichick wanted him.
Bill Belichick wanted him, but it was Tom Brady and
Tom Brady made a call, and he was like, "Hey, I'm still trying to play."
I mean, Tom Brady still.
So he sent him out.
He's that nigga.
He still has it. It's like he doesn't, but I think there's still something in preparing for the future, if anything. Yeah.
But I mean, if he's throwing 3 picks, then
and that's what I'm saying. For now, I don't think the Patriots made the wrong move, because let's not forget they got Tom Brady in the 6th round. It's like they picked him high. They got that man in the 6th round.
I just think that the Vikings are just that good.
I think they're that good.
I think they're that good.
Like, all they did was upgrade on the quarterback. They didn't lose anything.
They didn't. Yeah.
All they did was upgrade on the quarterback. I mean, people
at the same time they paid Garoppolo all this money, so it's
that's
like
they paid him a lot of money
to be playing well against big teams.
They paid him a lot of money. They paid him sinful amount of money.
So I mean, as good as the Vikings defense are, I mean, you're getting paid all this money. You should be showing up.
Yeah, stop being with porn stars. He's trying to clear his mind. He doesn't want a foggy mind. He wants somebody that, before the game. Hey, you gotta do what you got to do before the game.
You get paid, they be doing the crazy things, bro.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be, Deshaun Watson to Mia Khalifa. I want your mind to be as clear as possible. Want your mind to be as clear as possible. I think definitely we'll get to like how the Vikings again come out the NFC. There's somebody's quarterback that that they have to claim. They have a really good running back.
Oh, I'm dead.
They just lost their, I won't say their franchise wide receiver, but a wide receiver that's been with them for a long time. They lost their tight end. They have an old man, at wide receiver right now. Dude's older than the Spurs team combined.
They have a Pee Wee football coach.
Who?
Pee Wee football coach.
Who? Jason Garrett.
Nigga does not know football.
I don't know, man. And this is the thing with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was playing our freshman year. Me and Melvin and I sat on the same floor freshman year. And we had 3 friends that stayed on the floor. Every Sunday we used to watch football. Mm-hmm. When the Cowboys were going off, we have our friend Dre. I used to tell Dre, y'all are 13-3, but this guy, your quarterback is not good. and you guys are you won't see it this season, but you're gonna see it.
But he knows that though,
and he knows it now. I think he believed it before. He doesn't know how to not make the easy pass. Period. He doesn't even know how to pass. I'm sorry. I don't think he can see past 20 yards. I think he's close sighted. And that's why he can't throw past 20 yards. And he does far dropbacks too, so that doesn't help either. I don't like this. And it's not even like the Panthers play well. The Panthers were not good. They were not good. Because the Cowboys defense, who I laughed at, I thought they were going to be trash this season, showed up.
They
but when you have a man wearing number 4 and you can't throw the freaking ball, throw the ball, damn it! You suck. Sucks.
He has no one now anymore.
I don't care. Tom Brady has nobody. What do you have to say, man?
Yeah, come on now.
That's true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't disrespected the GOAT like that. What were you gonna say, man?
I've never believed Dak Prescott was the guy.
I never believed it.
He was simply a byproduct of his O-line.
Oh, like we were talking.
That's all he.
That should say that O-line is the most important.
Yeah, no. I no. That's what I said. I'm not even mad at that. I would say it's one or the other. I think, but at the end of the day, nobody has a franchise O-line. You have a franchise quarterback. Because at the end of the day, there's that one player that you need to pay because he's gonna be here forever. O-linemen get injured all the time. You want to know why? Because they're in the trenches. Yeah. Something will happen that the quarterback will fall on their ankle, and now they have torn ACL. Not torn. It's torn Achilles, and torn Achilles, I think, is like the worst injury you can get. Period. Because
that's CTE. That's what they be doing there. CTE this week.
That's true. No, niggas be getting concussions.
On the wrong side.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, CTE is a really bad disease. Please don't catch it. I do agree that the O-line QB are pretty much the same too, and we're seeing with Dak Prescott, the dude just can't produce. Period. And I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is.
I mean, I get it. He has no one to throw it to.
He had somebody to throw it to last year.
But
and when we didn't, who?
Dez, he wasn't that good.
Dez.
I said.
I mean, he still had. No. I know. Look, bottom line, when we saw he didn't have Zeke to depend on, he couldn't do anything. Now that he doesn't, and now that he doesn't. Hey, Big Ben went small. bro, I need to go right for I need to go right for a headline for a news, bro. right. It's now that his O-line is injured. Dak's O-line is injured, and I don't know. The Carolina Panthers did not play well. The Dallas Cowboys defense, I think, is something we really need to look at because I don't even think they have Randy Gregory back.
Yeah, he's out.
So is he suspended
Suspended.
So he's not even there. So imagine when he comes back. So that's my spiel on the Cowboys. I don't even like talking about the Cowboys. What y'all got to say?
Young defense too, so it's just gonna take time.
No, the defense played well.
Yeah,
the defense played
really well.
But in order for Dak to be saved, because if you see like the Jags, they have a cold ass defense. So Blake Bortles, he's kind of like saved when it comes to that.
Dang.
So it's either the Cowboys, they improve on defense, or they find a new quarterback,
or just give him more options and just increase the line.
I think gonna throw like 5 yards.
No, but I think I think you can just give him a system where you give him a solid O-line, just give him a few targets, and Zeke and him eventually doing a little trick play because they're amazing at trick plays. Them and the Eagles are number 1, number 2.
One of the touchdowns was a trick.
Yeah, it was trick play. That it was amazing because it drawed out the last D end, and it was like those two people, and it's like who do you go for? Which is an amazing play. One of the best plays I've ever seen was that year that they went off. They did a play to where Zeke did a draw to the left, and I tell you, every single player went that way, and they had one Cowboys. I was like, what sort of amazing play? And the whole defense just let this guy alone. They're good at trick plays, but when it comes to regular plays,
they pulled a Houdini.
They're good at making trick plays, but they're not good at just. Oh, Jason Garrett. I don't know what's him and play calling. I don't think they're hand in hand. Period.
I don't know, bro. I told you he's a Pee Wee football coach. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Cowboys are
Alabama coach. What's his name?
He's not leaving.
If they offer him enough,
Nick Saban is not leaving.
Jerry Jones has all that money.
Jerry Jones. Nobody wants to work for Jerry Jones
because Jerry Jones is the head coach. What are you talking about?
And Dak probably has that curse on him because he was like, I think all players should stand. Fuck out of here. Let's talk about OBJ real quick. He got paid. Okay, after he was doing lines.
Well deserved.
He was doing lines, and and the thing about OBJ, I think OBJ is a very electric player. Shut up. That was Pablo Escobar.
Gus Freak.
Gustavo with the vatos. He was with very electric player, easily top 3. But he has games where we don't see it. And in the league where wide receivers, I don't think changed the whole dynamic. Other than Julio and Antonio, I don't think Odell really changes the game. Well, maybe because he has a player like Eli Manning, lining up. In the game where you have wide receivers not making changes in the game as much, I don't think they should pay them that much. I understand, but I don't understand.
I do simply because who else were they going to pay?
That's true.
They had nobody else to pay, and I mean, he himself is the reason why people buy tickets to go watch him.
Yeah, that's also something.
So it's just like
he puts butts in seats.
He
buys jerseys. People buy jerseys.
They did try shopping him, and the people that were being offered back, I mean, might as well just keep him.
That's true. I don't know, but
I want him on my team.
Yeah, I would want him.
I'll take him
on Texans. I'm not saying I don't want him.
Brady.
We saw what happened. We saw what happened when he had Randy Moss. Okay. I think he showed his worth though against a cornerback that was talking so much shit before. Jalen Ramsey I won't say got exposed, but Odell had an amazing game. He had over 100 receiving yards. He had 10.
These cornerbacks be getting
10 plus. I mean, but this is not the era of cornerbacks.
Yeah,
I mean, go back 5-6 years. Then
Richard Sherman got showed up too. Was it by Stephon Diggs? But was that a
Richard Sherman's he's not serious. We don't acknowledge that man anymore. He sucks now. First of all, he can only play on one side. He's like how can you play on one side? Remember against the Patriots, he's talking shit. Obviously, they're not going to put Julian Edelman on the right now. They're just going to expose whoever's on the left, and that's exactly what happened. Like that's a detriment. It's like Timo Werner, You put him in the big game.
I'm dead.
You can't deal with how can you only play on one side? Jalen Ramsey, who I think is like probably the best cornerback right now. Who else?
He's as good as a cornerback can be.
Yeah, I think easily.
And
he has a personality and everything. Like he can get in your head. He is safety.
Oh yeah, no neck.
He is a safety. He's safety. Josh Norman, not really. This go back 5-6 years where you have people like Aqib Talib and Darrell Revis and Richard Sherman. This is not a cornerback era. So for Jalen Ramsey to be the one that's like, okay, like you're like the premier guy, he got exposed. And I think the Jags aren't going far. I don't know why people put so much trust in them. Ooh. They're not going far. Big Bulls.
I'm not a fan of the Jags at all, but I easily think
I'm better than Blake Bortles.
I'm dead.
Blake Bortles scored as many touchdowns as I did, and I'm right here. Okay. Blake Bortles, he's just not somebody that will get you what you need to be. And then Leonard Fournette got injured, so I don't know what. I don't know. It just happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
To say the least, he's bald. He's like 22.
If you're 22 and you're bald, you're most likely.
Is he Lex Luthor? He looks old as shit too. They don't have Leonard Fournette. They don't have somebody that they can throw to. They have Yeldon, right? That's
TJ Yeldon.
Yeah, and that's all. That's TL is the only person on that. They don't have Fournette. They don't have a good QB. They're not gonna go far. Period. Granted, their defense is top 3, to say the least.
Top 1.
Yeah, I think they're the best. They have the best defense.
The Rams defense is something serious.
No, but the Jags defense.
No. They may be. I'll say top 2. I think them and the Rams are pretty much. They go back and forth.
Arguable.
Because they have Indomitiable Sue and they have Aaron.
They have Sue, Donald, Peters,
Aaron Donald,
Talib.
Aaron Donald. Really? Are you kidding? And then the rookie. What? Like no, the Rams are cold, but obviously the Jags are also good because they didn't really add anybody. They have the same. I think they lost Joseph or something, right? I think they lost the cornerback.
They lost Colvin. He's with the Texans.
Yeah. They lost one person, but the Rams are still kind of they added Sue, they added Peters. They're still adding people. So right now, I would kind of agree the Jacksonville Jaguars may still have the best defense, but the offense won't do anything.
So we got things going to the Super Bowl.
No, we're not done yet.
We're not there.
We're not done yet. I think is that all.
I was trying to slide this over so we don't have to talk about it.
What was Stephen A. say? He's a bad man. What? Look.
Oh my.
Look. I think Nova that called me on Sunday night, and I was like, damn, this dude just got carted off. And then what were you about to say?
Dude, I was so scared when he got carted off.
I thought it was done. I was like, damn, the Packers again. I was like, damn, the Packers again. Like they get so unlucky. Like last season, that boy got hit by a semi truck, broke his collar, and they came back and threw 2 picks again.
Bubble wrap, fragile as fuck.
And then they're about talking shit in my fantasy GM because this is one guy he was about to win that matchup, but obviously your QB is like the last person to play, and he was injured. He's like, oh yeah, you're about to lose.
The dude that lost was salty as fuck.
No, we'll get to that. And then the half comes back in, and this man is hopping back on. Look,
first of all, he faked it. We all know that.
Like, he's hopping back on. And I thought, maybe he just wants to support
Kaiser.
Because, if Kaiser got injured, Randall Cobb was about to be the next QB. You're laughing about being dead serious.
He plays every position.
I'm being
running back, wide receiver.
I'm being dead serious about the QB. Okay? And this man hops back on. The Bears have the ball first coming in. Actually, we'll talk about the first half, actually. Because there's a person that got traded to this Bears team, okay?
Cold ass game.
Khalil Mack, pick 6, right? Was it pick 6? He scored points.
Yeah, pick 6.
Pick 6, fumble recovery in 1 half. Are you gonna tell me this boy's not supposed to get paid? Come on now. And then
it would have been better if he did this against the Raiders.
But don't.
Shut up. Against the Raiders?
I don't think they play. Do they play this season?
Saying,
we'll see. Well, I'll check if they play this season. That would be an amazing game. Actually, you each division only plays like the NFC team will only play like another AFC division. So the Bears aren't with the Rams because the Rams are in that stacked Seahawks, 49ers, and Cardinals. Never mind. Cardinals. We didn't talk about the Cardinals. Bottom line, the Cardinals are trash. The Redskins looked amazing. That's just a side note. Alex Smith played really well. Even Peter AP played amazing. Yeah. Toss it to the side. Going to the second half, the Bears get out. They don't score no points. And Aaron Rodgers has his helmet on. Aaron Rodgers hops up, one knee, height, doing this, completion. I'm like, what's going on here?
The dude is not hurt. We know that.
We need to relax. This man throws one of the most beautiful rainbow throws I've seen on the second drive that he had. We were on the phone. And I said, oh my God. I was confused. I was like, is he human? The next drive, 75-yarder. So Randall Cobb is not in the who's Randall Cobb?
I mean, you say he's talented, so
he's multi-talented, but I don't think he's I don't know. Bottom line, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback ever. But Tom Brady's just too accomplished that I can't give him the GOAT status. Tom Brady's he's just too accomplished that you can't take it
back from whatever the scoreline was in the Super Bowl, and you say he's not the best quarterback ever.
Yeah. I mean, all right.
Tom Brady also had 505 yards and 3 touchdowns and still lost.
Wait, we're even forgetting the important factor. How old is this man?
He's old.
Exactly.
He's about to hit the cliff though.
So you talk about this guy is hobbling on one knee. This nigga's knees like literally
is done, and he also had the stitches. He has stitches in his hand too.
Yeah.
But he's still finna have the cliff, right? Don't forget the cliff. Max Kellerman says he's gonna be on the cliff.
Don't disrespect that.
Aaron Rodgers is just
Aaron Rodgers is great.
He's built different.
He's the best all around quarterback.
Period.
If we're talking about just best quarterback, period. In terms of
like everything.
Everything. Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
I think you're confusing football player and talent. Talent-wise,
I say he's more talented.
Talent-wise, there's no one greater than Aaron Rodgers.
We agree with that, but we're saying Tom Brady has how many MVPs? 8 Super Bowl appearances.
Yeah, exactly.
Even and the 3 that he's lost, he did not deserve to lose.
What if Aaron Rodgers is in New England?
But he's not, and that's what we're talking about. He's not.
But here's the thing.
And Aaron Rodgers also got injured a lot too.
And here's the thing: you can even compare this to Michael Jordan and LeBron conversation.
Nah, Michael Jordan's still better than LeBron. I don't care.
Yeah.
But people compare this because they'll say, Michael Jordan, he's won this many rings. You can't even touch that.
He's a better defensive player than him. LeBron has never been a good defender.
Then people will come and argue and say, LeBron, he has all these stats. He averages this for his career, all this. And this kind of the same with Aaron Rodgers. He's just well-rounded. He's doing all this.
LeBron's a bad teammate. He is.
He makes
Bro, no, he makes players look bad, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody ever brings that up. Look, when basketball season, we need you back. We have 4 guests that show, okay?
That's true.
We have 4 guests that show. You're gonna be back. That's gonna be one of the best shows. We're gonna get into LeBron, okay?
3-hour special.
Bro, it may be a 3-hour show.
Special.
It may be a 3-hour show, okay? But talent-wise, Aaron Rodgers is undeniably the best. But Tom Brady is still that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I think it kind of overshadowed a good game that Trubisky had.
I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that.
Trubisky had a really good game, and he's not. People say he's a steal. He was second pick. It wasn't like it was a complete steal.
The moment you saw Aaron Rodgers walk out,
we knew
you were just like it has to happen. Like, it has to happen.
But the thing is, we know he's faking it, bro.
Shut up! Oh my God. He had Khalil Mack fall on his knee.
If Aaron Rodgers is really hurt, he wouldn't have came in the game. We all know that.
Shut up.
No one gets carted off.
Bro,
and then just comes in.
Bro.
You don't remember when Paul Pierce is getting wheelchaired off? And now he's coming in like...
He was crying.
Yes. These people are faking. No, they even said Aaron Rodgers was crying too. They said they were saying, he thought he was... he snapped something on his knee. He came back, he
was hobbling on one knee, throwing accurate passes,
but he was
in the pocket.
He was clear to
bro, Aaron Rodgers,
he was clear to come in there. He's good. Is he not?
Bro, no, he's injured, bro. He's hobbling on one knee. He's looking like me right now.
He was good.
Mm-hmm.
They were just doing that for show. They're trying to say, he's the best.
For the headlines.
Yeah.
the one knee bendy.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to say about this, man?
Nah, man. Aaron Rodgers is the best. Yeah. He's easily the best.
Period. That's all it is. All right. To kind of cap everything off, I want to get you guys' Super Bowl predictions. Linda, you can go first.
I have the Rams and the Jags. I think the Jags.
So Blake Bortles gonna go to the Super Bowl.
I think he's going to the Super Bowl.
Anyways.
No. Melvin, who do you got? No. You're done.
I agree with
you're
you
done.
with the Rams.
You're on my show. It's like hey, rookie.
But I have Rams and Patriots.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have. Exactly what. Granted, the AFC is looking really promising this season. Like really, really promising.
That's true.
Especially that division with the Chargers and the Chiefs, and hopefully we see the Broncos look good. You never know what Raiders you're gonna get.
We even talk about
what
the Broncos.
We didn't talk about them. They didn't play too well. They played the Seahawks. They didn't play too well. The Seahawks are pretty much a deteriorating team.
Yeah.
I think the NFC is a toss-up, though, which I think we need to bring up. The Eagles.
It's going to be Eagles or Rams, honestly.
Eagles, Rams,
Vikings.
And Vikings.
Saints can get hot.
Saints have no defense.
No.
You can't go anywhere without
You're sleeping on that defense, though. You're sleeping on that defense, though.
Yeah, the defense has just let 48 points against a nigga named Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I mean, they have a good offense, though.
They have an amazing offense.
Yeah. But what did we say last year about? What were we saying last year about the Patriots when they played the Texans and they got into that shootout? Everyone was talking about how that Patriots defense was awful.
But I think it was more of the Deshaun Watson thing.
But it was like week 3 or 4, and everyone was like, the Patriots are done. Like that defense is awful, and that was not the case. It's the same with the Saints.
But the Patriots defense was still suspect at the end of the day, though. Remember, they if it wasn't for that defense, Tom Brady would have 6 rings right now. Period.
That's true. Man threw 500 yards at the age of 40.
I don't know what else you want for him to do. No, but like I don't know what. Do you want him to score 4 touchdowns? Like exactly, because if you score 4 touchdowns, he has 550 yards. Like that's like at that point, that's just absurd. At that point, you know. I think the Vikings. I mean, it depends on Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, because they really don't have a run game per se, right?
But I'll just say with Saints, like you were saying, yeah, their offense will carry them or whatever. But I mean, if you look like at the Patriots, it's just the way their system is. Yeah, that even if you have a bad defense, is you can still get through games. And on top of that, they already have the best quarterback in my opinion.
And I think Green Bay, you never know. Aaron Rodgers literally can do it all. All right, yeah, they gave Aaron Rodgers 39 seconds against the.
We'll see.
All right, shut up, dude. But they have Jimmy Graham. They have Jimmy Graham and they have Randall Cobb.
He doesn't throw to tight ends.
He doesn't. That's true.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't.
I don't even know why they got him then.
Yeah, there's another option just so they can say they gave him pieces because that's what everybody always says. They don't give.
So he can block
pieces.
He can help block Khalil Mack.
And their running back play really well too. No, never mind. Howard played really well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think the Bears have have potential to do really well. Not this season, but maybe the next season. It's the division with the Rams and the 49ers that I think if the 49ers can get their stuff together, wild card.
Yeah, bottom line, NFC is going to be a toss.
NFC is going to be crazy.
NFC is tough.
But NFC is always crazy because, first of all, we have a division where each year there's 4 teams that we don't know. That Buccaneers, Saints.
No, even the Cowboys one.
Cowboys
don't know.
Cowboys.
So I'm saying their division is usually.
Okay. Well, what's the last team in there? Not the Redskins, not the Eagles.
Giants.
Anyways, Giants aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
So I think the Redskins aren't doing anything. I think they're cute. They're cute that they're there. They're not really gonna do anything. They're not gonna do too much. But the way the Rams are set up, I just think period can just do it all.
If I had to choose like right now who's winning the whole thing, it has to be the Rams.
Yeah, it has to be the Rams.
But I don't know.
I still know what you see in Jacksonville. They have no offense. It's not even like because at the end of the day, no offense will not take you to the Super Bowl. You need something.
They didn't need one last season though.
They needed one to beat Tom Brady.
They almost beat him.
And they had Leonard Fournette and Blake Bortles showed up in the playoffs. Remember, he showed up against the Steelers. And their defense helped with stopping Big Ben also because that was a shootout.
But I think with the reason why I'm so big on the Jags is I think you're looking at like a historically great defense.
Yeah, that's true. I think they're one of the best defenses we've ever seen.
And I easily think that defense can carry them as far
Miles Jack, Jalen Ramsey, Joseph
Campbell.
Dude, like they're stacked. Anything else on Super Bowl predictions?
Not really.
I just want to say, if you didn't support the Colin Kaepernick campaign, took an L. That's all I want to say. You took an L. You're gonna be on the wrong side of history. You're purposely. We literally said on the first podcast. You're purposely thinking ignorantly if you do not support what Colin Kaepernick is doing. This is not about veterans. Stop bringing veterans into it. You're only bringing them up because you don't accept what he's talking about. Shut up. Nike is doing very well. Colin Kaepernick sold out on his merch the first few hours. Shut up. That's all I want to say about that.
I said go Serena.
The Serena thing is not as black and white as people are making it out to say.
I'm just saying go Serena.
Oh, I mean yeah, period. Yeah.
That's my girl.
Do you have anything about Serena?
Serena?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, without getting into too much detail, I think she made it something that wasn't there.
Yeah, I think so. And black people, they're not gonna look at black people don't even watch tennis. You don't even know what happened. You're like, oh, it's racing. You don't even know what the fuck happened. Like, shut up. I think obviously it's not. And the more I've heard about it, obviously, like I see where the ref is coming from. You're not supposed to get.
I think it's just a lot with her getting tired of people always like questioning whether she's cheating, and then they're always drug testing her of all people.
Yeah, always. So I mean, but have you seen her like next to like the unsigned players?
Yeah.
Yo, she's like a monster.
I'm dead.
She's huge. Not in the bad way, but like how they jack up horses. Like she looks huge compared to everybody else. So I don't want to say I understand it, but looking through just a little lens, I'd be like, damn, she kind of is huge compared to everybody else. That's all I have to say about that. That's the only other thing in sports that really matters.
Yep.
NBA, I don't care for the NBA this season.
We'll see what happens.
It's gonna suck again.
Honestly,
that's why the NFL is a better.
Playoffs or finals at least. NBA.
NBA sucks. Okay. I wish what's his name was still in here to block everything that happened with the Warriors. He would have found a way. What's his name?
David Stern
would have found a way to stop everything. Okay. Rockets are still not going to do anything. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Yeah, it was amazing to.
We definitely need to get you back. Okay.
Nah, thank you guys for letting me be on.
Yeah. Maybe when we play, Tottenham, maybe we'll have you back. But definitely
when we beat y'all.
You said what happened?
When we beat y'all?
We're gonna beat you at Wembley. That's an away game for both teams.
Right? That's a neutral site.
Exactly.
Yeah. They might as well play it here at Apogee.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the headlines will be Wembley Wolves.
Yeah.
The Spurs. That's what it's gonna be.
No, most definitely, and hopefully I can get enough mics for the basketball, because that basketball one may be like a 3-hour special. We may need a side A, side B, and side C, just for that. I've been so long. All right, but thank you so much for coming with us.
Nah, man.
And once again, my name is Ade.
I'm Melvin Yagaka,
and we are C.R.E.A.M, and we'll see you guys later.